And take a look at this video sent to us by Kristen Peak Robinson. She is telling us that cars are sliding off the road right over at Two Notch and Kelly Mill Road. That is in Elgin. She also says it's a really good idea, just like our first responders are saying, to go ahead and avoid this area. And continuing on with road conditions, we understand that it's going to worsen due to snowfall and brutal temperatures. So right now we have Irmo Assistant Fire Chief Sloane Valentino, who just joined us live over the phone. Can you hear us?
I sure can.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking with us. All right. So I want to start by talking about Kennerly Road. We were hearing that Kennerly Road is closed between Broad River and Fire Tower. Is that correct?
It was closed in the 6 o'clock hour. I haven't been out there since. I've been on some other roads. Kennerly's not that special anymore. It was the first one that closed. Now pretty much all of them are iced over.
Oh my goodness. All right. So that's the latest update there. We were hearing that about half a dozen cars at one point were in ditches and a dozen more were just stuck on icy roads. Can you give us your current update there?
Like I said, I haven't been out there, but when I did go by at 6 o'clock, yeah, there were about 8 vehicles that were touching each other. It didn't look like they were, big accidents, but they'd all slid into each other, and then a bunch of other cars were stuck, unable to either go up the hill or make it around a steep turn.
All right. So talk to me about the conditions that you said, because it's getting worse out there and you're seeing a lot more roads that are now having those impacts, and we know it's getting colder outside. So what then is your message to drivers?
Stay home. It's very difficult to stop and steer on the roads right now. And if you only have two-wheel drive, getting up a hill is quite the challenge. The ditches are ready for you. They're more than welcoming tonight, and that's not where you want to wind up when the weather is getting colder.
Yeah, about 7 o'clock tonight, we had a live look over on Harbison Boulevard, which is not too far away from Kennerly Road and all of that. I was actually surprised by the amount of folks that I saw out there driving, going out to restaurants in that area. Has that caught you by surprise as well? I'm curious.
I was surprised too. Bold move on their part. We're seeing traffic numbers drop off dramatically. There are very few cars on the road right now, which we're grateful for. But the cars that we are seeing on the road are having trouble staying in their lanes or even finding their lanes. The roads are completely white. You can't even see the markings anymore.
Do you feel as though some folks overestimate their abilities because they have a big truck or something like that?
Yeah, definitely. Four-wheel drive doesn't mean four-wheel stop, and I don't think people really understand the difference between wet roads, mud, and what snow and ice can do for you or not do for you.
Do you have any concerns for Sunday morning as well?
It's going to be really cold tomorrow morning, so anybody that gets stuck in a ditch tonight, give us a call. We'll come try to get you out or at least get you to your home. We certainly don't want people stuck in their cars overnight. That's not a safe situation.
Oh yeah, not at all. I know we have first responders who have to get to work in the hospitals, all kinds of places. Okay, so let's say I do get stuck in a ditch. Do I call 911? What's the best course of action?
Try calling a tow truck. We're out there roving, but if you're stuck bad and you got to get somewhere and it's getting cold, definitely call 911. We do consider that a life-threatening situation.
And I know I've asked you a lot of questions. One more quick question, and given your expertise, what should I take in my car as a precaution if I do, let's say, have to get to work tonight or tomorrow morning or Monday?
Gloves, hat, warm jacket, blanket, water, full tank of gas, and a fully charged phone.
All right, the Irmo Assistant Fire Chief Sloane Valentino, thank you so much for your time. And hey, you be safe out there. We appreciate your hard work as always.